So I recently went on a book buying bender on ThriftBooks. I just kind of went down this rabbit hole and found a bunch of books at a really good price that I was interested in. So I thought I'd give you a quick tour. This one, and I haven't read these yet, I just got them today, so you're just getting my first impression. This is A Day in the Country, Impressionism and the French Landscape. And I was really excited about this. It does have a lot of black and white pictures in it, which I'm okay with that because the pictures of how the places looked at the time would have to be in black and white just because of the nature of photography and technology at the time. But I think that the plates of the paintings are really good. This has a lot of good landscapes in it, obviously, from a variety of artists. So this is a good flyover if you like impressionist landscapes. It's also a great way to find artists that you might not know of and find that you like their style. I love Alfred Sisley, and that may be an impressionist that you haven't heard of before. So it's a great way to get to know some other artists that aren't Monet and Manet and Renoir, and ones that are maybe a bit more popular. Ooh, I love it when I find little things in books, and it looks like this person who bought the book went to this exhibition, probably bought the book there. Isn't that cool? So Impressionism is clearly my favorite style of painting, and I love finding Impressionist books that are from different places than just France. Most of the famous Impressionists are French, but there are also British, German, Russian, Canadian, Australian, American Impressionists, and I found this book on British Impressionism. So the thing I'm excited about with this book is there are going to be some paintings and some artists that I've never seen or heard of. Of course, I've heard of John Singer Sargent. I have a lot of books on his work. Some black and white plates, which that's always a bummer to me when there are black and white plates in the books, because the whole point is you want to see a colored plate of the painting. But where I do find value when there are some black and white plates is it's a great way to do a charcoal or graphite sketch or just a value sketch in paint. So it's a great way to kind of look at the painting in a simplified way so that you can study it. Masters of Light, this is American Impressionism from the Manoogian collection. Just gloss over that one. Again, I love discovering Impressionist painters that I haven't heard of, that are lesser known. And so I'm expecting to find that from this book. I love this ocean one, how pretty. So what I'll often do when I look at these books is I'll look at, okay, I've never heard of Edward Henry Potashed before. So maybe, I know I butchered his name there, but then I'll look, it'll send me down another rabbit hole to see if I can find any books that showcase just his work. This one has beautiful pictures, really great plates. Okay, Impressionism. These are paintings from 5 American museums. What I like about this book is I've been to some art museums overseas, but I have not been to very many in America. Oh, I love that painting. It's a Monet. And so it's exciting to see which Impressionist paintings are in museums in the US that I can possibly put on my list to go visit and see in person. This is an American Impressionist I had never heard of, Leila Cabot Perry, and I found her going down a rabbit hole of American Impressionists, and am always excited to find artists I haven't heard of, female artists, and of course those who paint in the Impressionist style. Lots of details on each of the paintings, and it looks like these are all letters, so there are letters included as well. I have a few books on American Impressionism, but not this one. We have a John Singer Sargent painting on the front. Okay, so right away, lots of black and white. Oh, bummer. I think there are, yeah, here we go. There are some color plates in here. And the color plates are nice. I'll tell you, anytime you look at reviews of art books, there's always going to be at least one person. Like there's always that person who doesn't like the picture quality. So I've learned to just ignore that. But if I do see comments about like a lot of black and white pictures, I tend to not buy the book. So this has a bit more black and white pictures than I would prefer. But again, there could be some great opportunities to learn from just looking at the values, kind of the simplified versions of the paintings. So I have some other books on American Impressionism that I would recommend before this one, but I'm glad I checked it out and I have it in my library now. So here we have Degas, Sickert, and Toulouse-Lautrec. I don't know, I'm probably saying that name wrong. It probably has a much nicer sounding pronunciation, but I'm not familiar with that particular artist. I've seen the name before, but I'm really not familiar with his work. So I'm gonna have to go check that out because I do like his, these paintings here. And I love when you get to see artist sketches, just to see, have a little glimpse into their process, I think is really cool. That's a very neat study. And we have one more book here. So this is an old one. As you can tell, I'm not sure what to expect, but let's see. It's just on landscape painting. And with some of these old books, you can't, you know, see inside. I wish you could. So the font is huge. If you don't have amazing eyesight, you're going to be good to go with this one. I mean, the plates are pretty good, I think, for an old book. Oh, I love this Turner painting with just the simplicity of the cow. It looks like different varying styles and eras. We've got Impressionists, the Hudson River School, Post-Impressionism. Well, a lot of my books are on strictly Impressionist paintings. This is a great way to learn kind of, you know, what happened before and after that, and to again discover some other artists along the way. So there is a little tour of the books that I got from ThriftBooks, and it was less than well, I guess it was $48, just over that, for all of these books, which is why I love ThriftBooks.